let's say I'm just starting from scratch. You got any suggestions of tools I could start using to find content?
Yeah, okay. The best, you can go to Google and start searching for blogs to whatever topic, you put your keyword blog, or blogs, or you can do top 10 keyword blogs, things like that, so that you can start to look for your own content sources. And that's how, I think it's important when you first start curating anyways to kind of do a little bit of the manual content discovery on your own up front, so that you can kind of see the process, and also start discovering like different ways to look for content, because that can be a bit tricky. There's certainly tools out there you can use, and we'll talk about a few of those as well. But I think going to Google and just getting familiar with who are the big hitters, the heavy hitters, as far as content production in your industry. So go look for the top 10, home improvement blogs if you're into that, or top 10, electronics or gadget blogs if you're into that, high tech stuff, or mobile tech stuff, or whatever. You know what I mean? So you go look for the topics and then just start curating. But you start gathering the sources into a spreadsheet. That's what you can use Google Sheets or Excel, and just start copying links down to the major websites and just get familiar with them. That's what I like to do to start, and then using something like a feed reader. Feedly, it's free. There's several feed readers out there. I like Feedly personally. That's the one I use. We talk about that in the training. But Feedly, you sign up for it, and it's free. And then all you do is you submit RSS feeds from the sites that the content that you gathered, and you can create a dashboard which will show you like a snapshot of all the different articles within the categories that you set up. So you can set it up by topic and things like that, and it gives you a snapshot that where you can go in on a daily basis or a weekly basis, whatever your content schedule is, and look and see what the headlines are of other pieces of content on the web. And if you see something that piques your interest, you click on it, you open it up, and then you can skim through it. And if you can find stuff that looks interesting that you can create a blog post about, then you can do that. And you can and it's really quick and easy that way to get started. And so it gives you also a feel of the industry, which I think is really important. And that's why I said if a new client comes to my business and I hire my agency to do content marketing for them, I'll turn it over to one of my virtual assistants, and within about 3 weeks they'll be producing articles. That's why that about that 3-week period is them doing exactly what I'm talking about here, and that's going through content discovery and just getting a feel for the industry over those 2 or 3 weeks, because it does take that familiarity with the industry in order to be an efficient curator, and in order to produce decent quality content too, if that makes sense.
No, it totally makes sense, and I like that you were very clear about 3 weeks. That sounds about right. Like, what is it? Like, it takes 21 days to develop a habit. Right?
Yeah, something like, yeah.
So that makes sense. And what I like about what you said was just that it was very clear and honest. It wasn't like, oh yeah, you'll be able to do it like in 24 hours. Like, no, it's going to take some time, and you need some setup. In fact, I did go through the course. I really enjoyed it. Here's a quick visual of Feedly. Mm-hmm. And you guys can all see, like, these are the topics that I enjoy, and it also helps me, like, every morning when my coffee's brewing, I turn on Feedly. Even though I'm not the one making all the content, I do want to get my head in the right space, because I know I'm going to be curating or doing something with the content, so I need to get ahead of it. So very simple to do, and you can just work it into your routine, just like I have, and it's very, very, very simple.